Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Terry Rozier.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward. And for the Heat, we've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Robinson, and it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Hero. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, he's crafty in the two-man game. Hero getting the space he needs.
Back to Curry. With the shot. And Ware pulls it down. Now here is Robinson. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Ware. Wiggins outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Now I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Hero, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And here's Adebayo. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Stephen Curry. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
And Stan, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
And here is Robinson after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. From close range, and Adebayo with a nice bucket inside.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Curry passes to Butler. Curry a screen on Adebayo. Here's Butler, up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Hero.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Driving to the basket. Podziemski grabs the board. To Curry. High arcing shot, and it's denied. Here's Ware. Again, the miss by the Heat. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 9.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. with the drive. Green with the block. And here we go. It's Butler. Pull-up jumper. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, and we've seen Butler go to that pull-up so many times in his career. It's his bread and butter.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
On the court is your high squad. All right, crowd. It's time to get out of your seats. That's right. It's T-shirt time.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at the Warriors. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And, well, for the Warriors, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Here's where he has yet to score. Curry against Hero. Inside. Shot clock at 6.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. Hero can run offense. A solid ball handling option.
Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Robinson. Bucket is good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Hero kicks to Robinson. Here's Ware, guarded by Green. Pass to Adebayo. And here is Hero. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jimmy Butler. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 19 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Here's Podziemski. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
That's great anticipation by Dan. He sees the game so well, doesn't he?
There's a good screen. Rozier for 3. Sinks the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here is Robinson. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Rozier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And just over 6 feet, Rozier plays bigger than that height. He has that great underdog mentality, fighting through the foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Terry Rozier III. if a player is fouled on a made.
Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
Now, here is Robinson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game, and it's Rozier missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Basket counts. He's got 6.
And Jimmy Butler is very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
Pass to Adebayo, and there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
The Warriors making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Outside Rozier. Adebayo finds Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And stolen by Butler. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. Hield can't hit. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Hero. Rozier looking around. They set the pick to the middle. It's stolen by Green. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league as a defender, I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. And the Warriors with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Green, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Adebayo. Hero against Hield. Now, here's Rozier. Shot clock at 5. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Cans it from downtown. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed, and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
First free throw is good. Stan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
In time, he gets the jumper to fall. And that's 10 points for Butler.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Wiggins finds Rozier. Rozier with a screen for Wiggins. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 7. Outside Butler. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Second, the Warriors.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
The Heat making a switch here. Love's checked in. Payton, he's checked in for Golden State. Love outside. It's tipped and stolen by Payton. Oh, and the jam by Payton.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Rozier. The Warriors making the shot. High post try, and he nails the jumper. Rozier's got 8 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Healed outside. Butler, a screen on Rozier. Back to Butler. Shoots over Hakan. Butler, no good. The Heat trail by 7. Wiggins, right side. That shot, no good. Nice defense from Kuminga. Warriors shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Rozier against Hield. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closer. Love with the screen on Hield. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Payton is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Rozier missing. Warriors leading by 12. Pass to Hield. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment now to see the numbers for Curry. Putting up about 24 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Outside Curry. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me. Well, Anderson is a talented player. No wonder the D was playing so tight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Known for his versatility and slow-motion style of play, Anderson remains a vital role player for this team.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Kuminga goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Jaquez.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Free throw good from Kuminga. Now Rozier. He's got 8. Anderson a screen on Curry. Rozier for 3, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Pretty reliable from outside. You got to get a hand up on Rozier from that area.
Hield kicks to Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Now here's Curry. He's got 15. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. Jaquez the pass to Rozier. Here's Anderson. Wiggins outside. Anderson with the screen for Wiggins. Back to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Nice unselfishness in the screen and roll. Wiggins demonstrating a willingness to get it to his teammates.
Kuminga, screen on Wiggins. Hield the pass to Curry. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And here comes your Heat breaker dance crew.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Peyton. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Rozier to the paint.
And that's where Green makes his biggest impact. He is a menace defensively.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Anderson. Hield dishes to Green. Outside Curry. Back to Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Warriors leading by 11. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Curry. Green with the ball. Covered by Mitchell. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Rozier kicks to Anderson. Basket good. Anderson's got 8.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anderson. Highsmith grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 11. Anderson can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ware's checked in, and Hero subbed in for Mitchell. And the Warriors also making a change. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. That one misses for Kuminga. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Now here's Butler. He's got 10, and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, one thing we know about Jimmy Butler, if he gets going downhill, look out.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
It's time for this game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Shake it.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Kuminga. Here on the 2K leaderboard of the NBA's leading defensive teams since the All-Star break. In third, the Warriors.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
Here's where, taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Free throw good. Adebayo. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
Hero passes to Rozier. Here's Ware. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The first one falls.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Wiggins is checked in for the Heat. Second free throw, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And so here is Miami. The Warriors making the shot. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Green finds Curry. The three. Curry buries the 3 shot.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Hero against Curry. Adebayo with a screen on Curry. Hero attacking. That one goes in. Hero's got 7.
Well, over his career, we've seen Tyler Hero add strength to his frame. Came in handy there.
Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark. The Heat trail by 13. Here's Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, you see the flashy handles from Hero. He's not afraid to take chances on offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
With your veteran Miami Heat dancer.
about the numbers on Draymond Green? Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 9th in blocks, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also, his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Here's Post. Still without a basket. Outside Curry. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Throws it up high. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
Pass to Post. Green against Adebayo. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Adebayo. Outside Hero. Back to Adebayo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Adebayo. Green with a screen on Robinson. Podziemski off target with his 3. The Heat trail by 12. Robinson kicks to Hero. Here's the step back. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
Here's Podziemski. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Podziemski's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 26.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Ware passes to Adebayo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Count it, good.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Eric Spoelstra here with us. A lot of three-pointers allowed in the first half. How do you limit that going forward?
Well, there's been some airspace issues. I mean, there are a couple easy ones where we didn't rotate over on the weak side, but we're just not making that extra effort to get to the shooters.
And we know multiple effort is a big part of what you do. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Miami Heat.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. It'll be the Hawks against the Rockets out in Houston. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Two of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
They've got Adebayo. Tylerhero out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Wing in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
The Heat trail by 15. Has to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land. Wiggins has got 10.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Butler is screen on Hero. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
For the three, and the Heat, another three.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry, shoots the three. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Moody.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Wiggins. The Warriors making the shot. Hero, no good. Over to the left wing. Down low. Here's Curry. Shoots over Hero. Curry can't get it to go.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Kuminga's come in for the Warriors.
0-0. Jonathan Kuminga.
On defense, the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shots good by Hero.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Podziemski. Kuminga with it. Pocket 6. Back to Curry. Shot from the top of the key. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Green.
Oh, good anticipation by Draymond. Crashing the glass right on time to win that second chance. Look.
Here's Ware. Guarded by Green. Pass to Wiggins. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hunt Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's T-shirt time for Hunt Squad.
Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the paint, here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 11. Beyond the arc, it's good from long range. Hero's got 16 points.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Pass to Green.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
No good on the free throw.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
No luck that time either.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Podziemski. There's the pick. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now Podziemski. After Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Has to Ware. Over Green. Ware, no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And here is Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Podziemski's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here is Moody. Covered by Wiggins. Here's Kuminga. That 3 off the mark.
there's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And again, it's the Heat missing. Warriors leading by 14. To the inside, Podziemski, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's Miami's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And that one's good. Wiggins.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Come on, fans. Let's give a huge Miami welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
Changes. Highsmith is checked in, and it's Rozier in for Tyler Hero. And the Warriors also making a change. Heald's checked in. Here's Curry. 28 points for him. Golden State moving it around. To Kuminga. Green with a screen on Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 8. Inside. Here's Ware. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They double him with Wiggins. Pass to Curry. Curry got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, There aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Loads it up for Adebayo. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Curry against Mitchell. Here he goes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two against Stephen Curry. The Heat have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Mitchell.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Miami making a change here. Jaquez is checked in. And the Warriors making a change here. And Mitchell drops them both. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-5 run. Takes a three. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 10 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. At a group of point guards who have been rolling in the second half of the season with some very important and impressive point totals. Stephen Curry fourth.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Well, that's one of the biggest changes in the league over the years. Point guards are now expected to score. They have to do more than just pass.
Adebayo with a screen on Hield. Jaquez outside. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Payton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Now, here's Mitchell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 17-5 run. Pass to Post. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Curry, no good. The Heat trail by 18. To the middle, here's Rozier. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Post. No scoring in this one. Curry with the bounce pass. Healed against Rozier. A 3-ball. Jaquez with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Adebayo. A second chance effort. And Payton sends it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Miami's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Inside. Here's Rozier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
And Rozier is not one to be afraid to take things into his own hands. He'll get inside and get physical.
The Heat have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That's good from Rozier.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And the Heat making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And both free throws good for Rozier.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Post. Outside Curry. And here is Payton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Rozier against Hield. Rozier the pass to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Post. Outside, Payton. Now here's Curry from deep three-point land. Jaquez with the rebound. Jaquez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And the Heat, another 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight.
Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Payton. And it's Post in at the 5. Here's Curry after the basket by Davion Mitchell. Curry finds Hield. They set the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors. Post. 2.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside Rozier. Off target from outside. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Now here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Tries again. It's good. Curry's got 36.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Anderson dishes to Mitchell. From 13, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
Jackson Davis with it. Marquez defending. Curry, good.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Curry against Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low, Jackson Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Rozier. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
Golden State, Stephen Curry, 2.
First one falls for him.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it. And he is still adding to his resume.
Now, here's Rozier. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Highsmith the pass to Mitchell. They set the pick. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 15. Pass to Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And how about that little subtle head fake by Curry? Defense too aggressive that time.
First free throw is good. Kevin Love's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Hero comes in for Davion Mitchell. Stephen Curry hits them both. The Heat trail by 17. Bounce pass from Rozier. Here's Hero. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 18 points for Tyler Hero. Curry with it. On the wing, Hield. Fires the three. Good on the triple. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Rozier up top, guarded by Curry. Outside Rozier. Over Curry. The rebound by Post. Post has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen away. Rozier finds Jaquez. Back to Rozier. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 44.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Jaquez outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, he's just an old-school kind of player. The footwork and patience Jaquez Jr. possesses is unique.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry on the wing. To the paint, picked off in midair. Outside, Hero. Right side, Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. And here is Hero. His 3-pointers off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Butler dishes to Curry. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Wiggins is checked in for the Heat. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Curry. Off the inbound, no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Hey, who got him?
Hero against Curry. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
Draymond Green. First personal foul. Second team foul. 1. Tyler Hero.
That's good from Hero.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And a deep three from Curry. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins left side. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Podziemski with it. Picked up by Hero. Here's Green. To the inside. Here's Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Adebayo. Some solid defense from Butler.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Ware. There's the screen. Here's Wiggins. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Butler against Adebayo. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Heat trail by 18. Here's Hero. From about 19 feet, Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Curry looking around, pass to Green. Fades away. Rebound by the Heat. Now here is Robinson. Hero sets the pick for Robinson. Outside, Hero. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hero's got 24 points.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
Outside, Green. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Robinson passes to Hero. Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Ware kicks to Robinson. There's Hero with the 3. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 13. That's to Curry. Back to Butler. Here's Moody. He's covered by Hero. Now here's Moody. Guarded closely. Here's Podziemski. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Podziemski. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And Butler gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Outside, Hero. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. They weren't able to set their defense. We didn't turn the ball over. We were able to set ours. Those are the two things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.